Okay, today we're going to talk about construction lines and how to use construction lines in a 3D shape. From the box that you see up above, there are two holes in the box, but they're not cut in half in the middle of the box. So like I'm not really trying to drill a hole right in the middle right here. These two holes are 2 inches to the right and 2 inches to the left of the centerpiece. And I'm going to show you guys how to use construction lines to make your life a little bit easier for whenever you need to make these kinds of calculations. Construction lines are mainly just used to help us as guidelines, or think of them like training wheels to be able to find the right geometry of specific shapes. So I'm going to go to a new part, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to create this from scratch. I'm going to click on the sketch. I'm going to click on the top pane, and then I'm going to go to the top view. From there, I'm going to just make a rectangle. I don't really care what it looks like. I'm just going to make one. So 4.76 by 2.059. That sounds mathematically terrifying. So I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to hit enter. And finding the center of this is not going to be very fun if I'm trying to do it mathematically. I'd have to divide by 2 on both sides and then move it out. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. The easy way that OnShape allows you to do is if you were, say, trying to cut a hole or drill a hole in the middle, if you move the mouse right here where there's no, right in the middle of the shape, there's no guide marks to get you to where you need to go, but you can add these guide marks by just moving your mouse up, and you can see where the halfway point will come into play here, and you can get this guiding line to come down. You can do the exact same thing for this side too. If you move over to the center, that'll allow you to actually get both guiding lines going, and whenever you get to the middle, both of them should pop into place and say, hey, this is the middle of the object right here, guideposts. Okay, another way to do that is to use construction lines. So I can click on the line tool, and I can just make two lines that crisscross over the box. So bottom left to top right, bottom left to top right. And then I'm going to hit escape to leave the line tool, and I'm going to right click, which is two finger tap for y'all, and hit construction, and it'll make this dashed line. If you don't get the construction option, that means that you didn't either leave the command for the line tool or you're out of sketch mode. So make sure that you are in sketch mode and make sure that you don't have any of these boxes tapped on. So I'm going to right click on this side too, and I'm going to click construction. Now, these construction lines won't play a part in extrusions or anything like that. This is just geometry to help you get the sketch parts where they need to go. So if I want to try to get the sketch parts for a hole 2 inches to the right and 2 inches to the left, you can see now that there's a middle here, I can use these guidelines and they're automatically put in place. So I'm going to click and I'm going to say, all right, I want this one to be um, 2 inches. So I'm going to hit 2 and enter. And then I'm going to go this way and I'm going to hit 2. Looks like I broke it. I did. 2, enter. And I have two construction lines that are going to go out this way. And then from there, I can go ahead and switch back over. So I'm going to create a circle starting in the middle. Let's just make it, I don't know, let's go 0.25. We'll make them really small because we're kind of towards the edge there. So I'm going to click this and I'm going to hit 0.25, enter. Move over to the other side. I'm still in circle mode because this button is still on. And I'm going to click over here and then I'm going to click again and then type 0.25 and then enter. And that's going to give me two holes. Notice they're solid lines. So these holes are going to be there whenever I click the extrusion. So if I click the green check mark to show that I'm happy with this, it's going to extrude the parts that are solid. It's not going to extrude anything from these construction lines. So I'm going to hit extrude and I click on this and I have two holes already put inside of it. I don't have to add the extra holes. I did it completely from one sketch. So I'm going to hit the green check mark to show that everything's all good. And now we have a part with two holes in it, and those two holes are halfway down and then 2 inches to the right and 2 inches to the left. So using those construction lines, and you can use construction lines for a lot of stuff, and I'll be teaching you guys some more tricks as we continue going down the road. But those construction lines are going to be like super helpful for us. Anyway, that's how we use them, and I will talk to you guys later. That's all I needed to show you guys about construction lines for now.